Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name's Keir Smith. For today's video I thought I'd do another one of my Why I Love videos where I heap praise on a favourite album of mine. And for today's video I'm going to be talking about why I love Lindsey Buckingham's Go Insane album. I'm a big fan of Fleetwood Mac and a big fan of Lindsey Buckingham. I think he's a fantastic artist, and as soon as I was aware of the Go Insane album I sought it out pretty quickly and was keen to get my hands on it. And I think I was around 25, 26 when I bought this album, so it's been around me for some 17, 18 years now. And if I remember right, I bought it on eBay all those years ago, despite not being overly thrilled by his debut solo album, Law and Order, which I'd already got. Law and Order had some good moments on it, but I had the feeling that there would be much more to come from Lindsey. But through the years, after I don't know how many listens, Go Insane has most definitely become the Lindsey Buckingham album for me. It's the album I reach for first and the most, and repeat listens ensures repeat rewards. And so I'll take you through the album now, track by track, and tell you why I love it so much. Okay, side one, track one. The album opens with an alarm bell ringing and a spoken word intro that introduces the first song, I Want You. And this is an upbeat tune played on what sounds like some keyboard related panpipes that provide the main hook for the song. There's a loud drum machine, stacked harmonies that descend into the catchy chorus, and sound wise this sets the tone for what you can expect from the rest of the album. Lindsey plays an exemplary guitar solo at the end, and this is a good song, a good opener, and a good start to the album. But much better is the following track, the title track, and for me, the best song on the album, and a number 23 hit in the US, not to be sniffed at. This is a great song. I love the shuffling rhythm and really good lyrics too. Two kinds of people in this world, winners, losers. I lost my power in this world because I did not use it. The chorus is fantastic, one of Lindsey's best, and he's in fine voice here. But in particular, I really love the mechanical break in the middle of the song where you get all kinds of weird sound effects and noises that shouldn't sound as good as they do, but they do. Lindsey's certainly experimenting here with lots of dissonant 80s sound effects, but it works. And there's a lovely gliding line that goes over the top of this, which sounds like a guitar, but in truth it could well be a keyboard. But for me, the best part of the song is the stacked harmonies and the vocal overdubs and the way that they pan around the speakers. It would certainly rank very high in my favourite Lindsey solo songs. I think it's that good. And if you don't know this song, then I urge you to go and listen to it. Slow Dancing is next, and this has a whip-cracking drum beat that drives the song out of the studio onto the dance floor. Again, Lindsey's vocals are fantastic here, and another really good chorus. Let's go, slow dancing in the moonlight. I want to slow dance with you all night. And again, I really like the instrumental break in this, which again sees Lindsey messing around with the technology of the day. It's a kind of circular line that sounds like it jitters and restarts and does the same thing again, but again, it sounds great. And then as the song fades out, Lindsey plays this beautiful classic guitar piece. It's a wonderful thing. Yeah, Slow Dancing is fantastic. I love it. Possibly my second favourite song on the album. And be sure to check out the spooky video, which you can find on YouTube, of course. Up next is I Must Go, and if push came to shove, I would probably say that this was my least favourite song on the album. Not that it's a bad song, it's simply surrounded by better songs for me. Interestingly though, the lyrics point to substance abuse as Lindsey sings, "Hey little girl, you're on the wrong track. Hey little girl, leave that little drug alone." And some are of the opinion that this song could have been aimed at Stevie Nicks given her checkered history with cocaine. But of course, this was the 80s and this could have been aimed at a number of people, I'm sure. The song itself is catchy enough with another catchy chorus, but the production is a little on the heavy side for me and it's a bit repetitive. On to the next track, the centrepiece of the album, literally. This is a real production treat. This is Play in the Rain. This is a tense piece of music, full of studio trickery where Lindsey pulls and pieces together various sound effects from pouring water to the sound of heels clopping along the sidewalk. And Lindsey's hushed vocals repeat the lyrics, "Oh, I was lonely, can we play in the rain?" The track jitters and jutters restlessly, like it's building towards something, but then that closes side one, if you're listening on vinyl, of course. So then side two opens with Play in the Rain continued. I've never owned that album on vinyl. I must get around to getting that someday, but I've always listened to it on CD, so this song to me plays like one piece. And Playing the Rain Continued picks up where Playing the Rain, of course, left off. But while this second part of the song certainly repeats passages from the first part, it's more urgent. I've always felt like this icy production and the layered electronic sounds sound like some kind of manic nightmare, but in the very best way. And in this second part, the beats are heavier and Lindsey repeats the lyric, "Can we play in the rain?" And it all leads to a frenzied guitar solo at the end. It's superb. I think these two pieces of music are absolutely brilliant, so creative, full of weird imagination. These two pieces are certainly fitting of the era that they were created in, and Lindsey clearly worked hard piecing this mad idea together, and it's brilliant. Loving Cup is next, and this is another album highlight for me, and it stomps around with surging power chords. It rocks. And again, Lindsey gives a really strong vocal here as he sings, "You and me, we got the magic. Can't you see? We fall down, we get hurt, we get up and take a drink from this loving cup." I love those slick stabs of guitar that he plays when he sings that part, and he sings it with real defiance, and I love his vocal here. Bang the Drum is next, and this song cools you down after the heavy breathing on Loving Cup, and this is a warm, slow, synth-driven piece with a sweet chorus. And again, I really like these confessional style lyrics here. Afraid to move, afraid to lose, a piece of faith, a piece of heart. I really like Lindsey's soft vocal here, and it fits well with this mellow, glossy music. It's a bit of an earworm really, I really like it. And that leads us to the closing track on the album, the magnificent DW Suite. DW, the initials of Dennis Wilson, who tragically died during the making of this album. And Lindsey pays a warm and heartfelt tribute here to his hero and friend. Of course, Lindsey is a huge Beach Boys fan. Just listen to the influence that they have on Lindsey's vocal stylings, not only on this album, but on Fleetwood Mac albums too. Lindsey said, "It's 3 different movements and it's very cinematic," titled The Wish, The Prayer and The Reflection. Lindsey sings, "If we all go insane, we can all go together. In this wild, wanton world, we can all break down forever." He later sings, "It's just a memory, gone forever." It's very moving and mourns the passing of a friend, which we can all relate to. And this is set to a lovely, mellow and melodic synth keyboard passage of music. So that was The Wish, and that leads on to The Prayer, and these lyrics read just like a prayer. "The closing of a chapter, the opening of a door, brings forth life where there was no life before. I won't be here, I'll be watching from above. Always do what you should, always be good. And when push comes to shove," and then the song breaks into a heavenly choir singing, "Pray for guidance from above." It's beautiful, so uplifting. Never, never be afraid. Pray for guidance from above. And as that part fades away, you hear the tolling of the bell, which introduces the reflection part. A flute arrangement starts this piece, reflecting on the loss, and builds slowly. And then it speeds up, getting faster and faster, as if to signify that life moves on, and it moves fast. And then the song morphs into something that sounds like an Irish jig, something that you would hear at a wake. It's a quite astonishing suite and a breathtaking end to the album. Absolutely brilliant. And that closes Go Insane. Go Insane is surreal, edgy and ambitious, full of studio trickery and wizardry and glossy 80s production stylings, completely fitting of the era that it was made in. This album explores new sounds and recording techniques outside of the Fleetwood Mac songbook. Lindsey has the room to play here, and he certainly doesn't pass up on the opportunity to showcase his vast array of skills. And lyrically it's interesting. It's a dark and brooding album dealing with themes of loneliness, insanity, obsession, and death. And like all of the great albums, it's both brave and ambitious. And it's probably Lindsey's least commercial album, but it's his most daring and savoury work. And that's why I love Go Insane. So that's what I think. I love it. But do you? Do you know it? Have you heard this album? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. And as always, thank you for stopping by and watching this video, and I'll see you for my next video very soon. Peace and love. Bye for now.